What is going on, everybody? Happy Sunday. It is Super Bowl Sunday. Well, one of the best days of the year, especially if you took off tomorrow like I did. We have the Eagles against the Chiefs. Expect it to be a high-scoring affair. I mean, the over-under has been kind of climbing since it's been posted. Eagles favored by 1.5. We're looking at the Prizepicks plays today. Let's get started. I got some good props that I feel good about. I want to share with you guys. Before we get into that, I wanted to let you guys know that I did, in fact, create a Discord. So this is the layout. You come in, get the welcome. There's some, nothing really here, just some rules, just to be nice to everybody. Prizepicks plays. I just created this channel today, so this will be where you'll see the plays posted, and then to commentary, to chop it up with people, I'll post it here. For Prizepicks, did the same thing for Underdog, which maybe we'll get rid of the commentary just because probably won't be too much there. Mostly people are interested in Prizepicks, but I'll still post some there. And then I have Sportsbooks plays here as well, which yesterday wasn't the best day for NBA. Kessler was tough. I mean, they put up a ton of points, just didn't get any looks. Got like 2 or 3, maybe 3 or 4 shot attempts only, and they put up 116, so that was pretty frustrating. But we did hit this nice UFC parlay and hit this one as well. So it was a good day for UFC to get us some money. And then today we'll be having some SGPs post for the Super Bowl. Starting tomorrow, we'll do a $10 challenge just to have fun with it. And then this is where the YouTube videos will be posted if you wanted to get notified. So yeah, I'll post a link in the comments and the description to join the Discord. For at least the month of February, it's going to be free. And then if it's a success and I decide to continue it, maybe be like $15 starting next month, just so definitely worth the time, and I'll be able to put more energy into it. And it's not flooded with a ton of trolls. So let's get into the Prizepicks. First play that I'm looking at is Patrick Mahomes over 285.5 passing yards. Love this number for Patrick Mahomes, mainly because on FanDuel Sportsbook, this number is already at 292.5. On Underdog, it's already above this number by a lot too. So I think Prizepicks, you'd expect them to have it bumped. On Underdog, it's at 294.5. So, and on FanDuel, it's 292.5. Prizepicks will probably bump this. I am pretty certain of it, unless they just don't care because everybody took the Mahomes free square. But this one looks like a really good one. Just looking at the odds on the other books, and expect it to be a game where you're going to see some high scoring. The over-under has been climbing. And the Eagles, they haven't really had to do any damage in the second half of their couple playoff games this year. It's kind of been decided at halftime, so they've been able to run the ball and kind of slow things down. It's going to be different with Patrick Mahomes. Expect them to still be able to move the ball against the Eagles. Good defense. And we'll see if they're able to at least put somebody else on Hassan Reddick instead of Wiley. They should have some more success than instead of having like what the 49ers did and putting up a tight end against him. So that's the first one I'm looking at. Over 285.5 passing yards. Receptions under prop that I'm looking at today is we are taking, well, I did have Noah Gray under 1.5 receptions, which I posted in the Discord yesterday, but they have already taken it off. So we can't use that, but instead, I do like A.J. Brown over 5 receptions. He's been quiet this postseason, especially against the Giants game. He was kind of disappointed. Even though they crushed the Giants, he was still doing a little bit of whining on the sidelines. And then against the 49ers, he got off to a good start, which they looked to him on the first pass attempt. I think he had like 2 catches maybe in the first quarter, maybe in the first drive, or first couple drives at least. But then once again in the second half, absolutely no reason to throw the ball. It was just run for most of the second half. And he still got you close to 5 receptions at 4. But this one, if they're going to be expecting to have to throw throughout, no, I don't think they're going to blow out the Chiefs by 30. If that happens, then you're probably not going to see this hit. But if it's a close game within a couple scores, which it most likely will be, and the Eagles are throwing in the second half, I think Brown will at least hit 5 receptions. This number is at 5.5 on Sportsbooks. Going over to the receiving yards, another one that's a little bit lower on Prizepicks than some other Sportsbooks is Travis Kelce yards. That's 77.5. I like the over. You could also take his receptions if you wanted to instead. It's at 7 on Prizepicks. It's at 7.5 on FanDuel. So you're getting a little bit of discount there, but I just feel like Travis Kelce, Definitely has a good chance to go over 100 yards, just with how much he's going to be targeted by Mahomes. If Mahomes goes over his passing yards, which I do like, you're probably going to see Kelsey be a big factor and be a big part of that. So I do like Kelsey over 77.5 yards a lot today. Checking on Underdog, if we can see what this number is at. It's at 79.5, so they've already kind of bumped it a little bit in line with the sports books. But those are three props I like. I was going to have the Noah Gray under as the fourth prop. But I'll have some more posted on the Discord, but this is definitely one that you can use, maybe a power play for 5x. These three, go over to Underdog now. All right, looking on Underdog, they have that Jalen Hurts free square out still. It's at over half a yard. Definitely take advantage of it. If you do not have a account on Underdog Fantasy, you can use my code PROCESS for a first-time deposit match up to $100 and take advantage of this free square. A couple other ones that I would pair with it would be definitely Patrick Mahomes over 20.95 fantasy. You know, his yards are almost 10 higher than it is on Prizepicks at 294.5. So I still like that, but I'd rather just go with the fantasy, which is less than it is on Prizepicks, which doesn't really make sense because they have all of his other props higher. So I think Prizepicks has his fantasy at like 22 point something, and it's under 21 on Underdog. Same exact scoring system. Expect him to at least have a couple passing touchdowns. That's what he always does. We'll see how good that ankle has healed. If he has to run for some yards, maybe he'll be able to do it a little bit better than last week. But then again, in crunch time last week, he put his body to the line, the final play of the game, or second and final play of the game. And then Travis Kelce at 79.5 yards. I still like that just because I think I'm going to be taking some shots at him over 100 yards on Sportsbook, seeing what the odds are. And definitely it's just something that if Mahomes has a good game, it's probably going to be because Kelce has a good game. And expecting this one to be a high-scoring affair. Because the Eagles will be able to put up points, and Andy Reid and the Chiefs offense probably going to create some things to move the ball against the Eagles defense. I mean, the Eagles haven't had too much to worry about so far. Haven't had any close games. If this turns to a close game, especially in the second half, you'll probably see just some. Can't really use the first couple games as a barometer. So that is what I have today for Underdog and Prizepicks for the Super Bowl. Thank you for watching. Best of luck. Definitely check out the Discord. I'll be active in there all day today, getting us hopefully some money for the Super Bowl, or to win money for the Super Bowl. Best of luck, and I'll catch you all next time.